Hello, YouTube! Alright, welcome back to another exciting Cooking with Dinoy episode. As you know, we've been buying up all these Maruchan flavored noodles from Walmart because I just bumped into that aisle. I went down that aisle and basically saw these different flavors. And this one is chicken tortilla flavor. Basically, it is the ramen noodles, but with a different seasoning packet. This one's says 2 servings per container. So basically, they're saying the numbers here are actually twice what they're listing. So 190 calories per serving. So basically, nobody eats just one of these. It'd be like 200, 300, 380 calories. And well, 370, they're saying. 370 per container. So let's look at the sodium. Sodium is very high. 73% of your sodium for the daily allowance. Extremely high if you use the whole packet. So, seeing that it's so high, I wouldn't want to use the whole packet. Also, the other thing that I'm going to be doing that's a little bit different, they normally make this like ramen noodles, which means you have it totally in the water and in you put everything in there and it's all wet. It's like a wet noodle. I'm going to make it like, instead of ramen, I'm going to make it lo mein. I'm going to make it chicken tortilla lo mein instead of ramen. So, basically what I'm going to do is just boil up some water, put the noodles in it. Then we're going to drain the excess liquid and make it like we do our normal lo mein noodles. But instead of just using soy sauce, we're going to flavor it with the chicken tortilla flavoring packet. And I'll let you know what happens. Oh, the other ingredients that I'm tossing in to make the food a little bit better. I did pick up some stir-fry blend from Dollar Tree. So this big bag, I think it's a great value. It's only $1 from Dollar Tree. Probably make me 2 or 3 meals. But I don't have the ability to freeze, so I will probably cook this up to eat with this. I might cook it up later tonight for stir-fry. I may stir-fry it. All I have to do is just heat it up. Do you have some chicken that I saved the other day from the rotisserie chicken that I bought from Walmart? I'll wash my hand here. But I bought the rotisserie chicken, which I will be using. And what I did was I ripped it apart and just put it in little bags and froze it in the freezer at work. This way, this for me is like 1 serving. So I'll take that meat to make the meal for today. And maybe even save some for the vegetable stir fry later for tonight to eat with rice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is put water into our pot here. And I don't want to put too much because I'm going to be draining it out. So I have the water there. And we're going to be turning on the stove, obviously. Let's turn this guy on. Alright, it is lit. I don't know if you can see that it is indeed lit. This doesn't take very long to boil up. So we're going to let that actually boil up, and then afterwards we're going to toss in the Maruchan, and then I'll go ahead and prepare all the other ingredients. Alright, the water is boiling. At this point we're just going to cut open our chicken tortilla flavor Maruchan packet here. And plop this little bad boy in there. It'll only take a couple minutes for this thing to soften up. All we're going to do is soften the noodles up. Honestly, if I was making this to eat for real, not just for a cooking episode here, I would probably use 2 packets. But we're going to be adding a lot of stuff to it, so maybe 1 packet will be enough. You can see, we're going to have to flip it over. This is what the flavor packet looks like. Chicken tortilla. You could actually save these packets if you don't use them. Like, if I wanted to, I could cook these noodles up like normal and just make my normal lo mein. And just save these packets. They're like seasoning packets. So, that thought is to bag these guys up and save them if I decide to make regular. Because they also have like chicken flavor, they have beef flavor. I don't know if they have shrimp flavor or not. So they got all these different flavors you could save on the packets. I try to flip the noodles a little bit and let the other side soak. The main thing is just to get it soaking. And while that is going on, I am going to go ahead and start preparing some of the other ingredients. Basically, I just have some chicken here that I'm going to be ripping apart. I think I'm going to try to make 2 meals out of my leftovers here. Whoops. Our little camera friend here decided to slip over. Alright. Hopefully that's good right there. I'm going to go ahead and take this and try to make some chunky meat out of it. So I'm just going to cut this into little strips. Now, I could simply just rip this, which is what I normally do, but today I thought it'd be a little bit neater, I guess, in the sense of cutting strips of meat. When you cut it, it has like a flat surface, and it looks a little bit better. And when you rip it, which is kind of a stringy texture to it, has some cartilage here that I think I might chew on. I love cartilage. Alright. Try to take the skin off there too. This chicken was $4.50. And it's going to last me about 4 or 5 meals. I do have to stir the noodles a little bit more here. Okay. Got my noodles. Show you what I'm doing here. Basically just stirring things. I'm just stirring up the noodles. And I'll be pouring out the excess water. Just going to turn off the heat for now. And we don't want it too soaked. So I'm going to have to work fast here. But let me finish what I'm doing right here with the chicken. All I'm doing really is just shaving off chunks of meat. Yeah, this is more than enough meat for 1 meal, so even that little packet of meat that I pulled out, it'll probably make me 2 meals. I'm going to make some stir-fry vegetables, chicken stir-fry, that I'll be eating with rice later. Or I could make just fried rice and have it all, you know, ready to go. Chicken fried rice might be the way to go. That way I don't have to mix it or do anything weird later. And just make it now, save it, and eat it tonight. It's late afternoon, so this is kind of a late lunch. I know that dinner time by about 7 or 8 p.m. I might get hungry, so you know, this is going to be something I want to eat tonight, the leftovers. But because I don't have enough noodles to make a huge amount and have leftover noodles, I'm going to make some fried rice or something to go with this. So we get a double feature using this same chicken here. Okay, let me try to cut this without cutting myself here. Alright, and I'll chew this meat. This is like good stuff, you know? Okay, so basically at this point, we want to drain all this liquid out. We want to drain this fluid, get rid of the water, so I'm just going to dump that outside. Alright, I dumped the fluid outside. So I didn't want to put it down the sink in the RV. And all I'm going to do at this point is just add the other ingredients, which is going to be the stir-fry vegetable blend. So I'm going to cut this open and just pour some veggies in here. This packet was from Dollar Tree. Really good deal for $1. Excuse me here. Really good deal for $1 here. And I have all this meat. This is a lot of meat. So right now the heat is off. But I got a little bone there. I don't want to throw that bone in there. So we got all this meat that we were able to pull off. And I still have some leftover meat, which I'm going to use for making stir fry. This is pretty much all the ingredients that we're going to be using. So at this point, what I'm going to do is turn the heat back on. Okay, flame is on. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And we're going to kind of mix things up. The vegetables are still kind of frozen. So all we're doing now is just heating things up. The chicken's already done. So not much to do with that. Chicken is done already. Although I see a bone here. That needs to go out. And I'm going to flavor it. Now, I'm hoping not to use too much of the flavoring packet. We got the seasoning packet here with they call it the chicken tortilla. So let me rip it open. I made a little tiny notch here on the end, and we're just going to sprinkle that a little bit. This will save some of the salt. I don't know if you saw how high the salt content was. By not using the whole packet, I can make it so that it's not as salty. I just want to taste a little bit of the chicken tortilla, but I don't want to have as much salt. So we're going to mix this up a little bit more. I suppose you could salt it to taste. Put just a little bit more in there. I was planning on using about half the packet or less. The idea is to coat the noodles. That'll hold the flavor. You know, maybe some on the chicken, but don't have it too much. Don't need it that strong. Alright. I think we've seasoned it enough. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Looks like it's pretty seasoned. Maybe just one more final sprinkle. We're kind of frying up the veggies to get them nice and hot. And I've used up about half the packet, so we're going to use just a little bit more. Make sure that we get to taste the taco-ness. Alright, so I've got half a packet left that I can use later. I'm going to use that for the stir fry, I think. I'm going to have stir-fried vegetable taco. The taco? No, yeah, tortilla. Not taco, but tortilla. Okay, so this is pretty much done. As you can see, this meal didn't take long to make at all. I guess the longest portion was heating up the water to boil and putting in the noodles. So only a few minutes. It was like 3 or 4 minutes and the water was boiling. And everything else is already pre-cooked. Chicken's already pre-cooked. Vegetables obviously weren't cooked but were frozen, which is thawing it out right now. And all I'm going to do at this point is put the lid on it. Just to let it bake a little bit. I'm going to shut the heat off. Alright, I've shut the heat off. And the reason I'm letting it bake is I just want to make sure the noodles, I mean not the noodles, the vegetables are thawed out. I don't want them frozen. And we're going to put together our serving here. Now this would really be good with like peppers or something. That, you know, if you had like green peppers, like the pepper sauce. Because we're essentially making lo mein. This is tortilla chicken lo mein. Yeah, chicken tortilla lo mein. So, not exactly Asian. I guess this would be that's hot. Okay, it's pretty hot. This feels pretty hot, which means the veggies in there should be all thawed out. I'm not trying to fry up the veggies per se. I'm just trying to make sure they're thawed so that they don't feel cold when you bite into them. And just letting it seal and letting it sit for a few more minutes. A few more seconds, I guess. Let's stir it up some more. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good already? Okay, we're going to go ahead and put together a serving and see what it looks like. Alright, let's go ahead and pour our serving onto our plate. It's actually huge. You know, it's a little tiny noodle packet, but when you add all these other ingredients, look at this. Wow. Now, ideally, I would have some pickled peppers or something to go with this, but I don't have any right now. That's okay. Pour this down here. Get some water in it. Things don't get all crusty. All right. So basically, this is what the food looks like. How does that look? Does that look all right? Does that look good? Doesn't that look so good? Looks good, right? Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm going to go ahead and do a taste test right now. And let you guys know what it tastes like. Because I'm kind of salivating. It smells really good. It's got the kind of an Asian Mexican smell to it. So I'm going to try a quick bite here. I'm going to take some of the noodles with the flavoring, that packet that we put on it. Now the thing is, the stir-fry vegetables that we put in aren't Mexican. They're like more like Asian. But you know, serving it like this isn't exactly, well, noodles like this isn't exactly Mexican. It's Asian. So I guess you would call this Asian Mexican or Asican. Is it Mexicasian? Would this be called Mexicasian noodles, or would this be called Asian Zican? I don't know. You guys tell me. Let's try a taste test here without any additional peppers or anything like that, and see what we got going on. Not bad. The tortilla flavor isn't spicy at all. But I can definitely taste that it's different than using, like, when I use the chicken packet, chicken flavoring. It seems to me like it's missing more saltiness. So normally I put, like, soy sauce in it, but I didn't use soy sauce, so I wanted to see if the flavor would be good enough. If I were making this again, I think I would go ahead and use the soy sauce like I normally do, and sprinkle the flavoring packet after, you know, you're making the lo mein. That's if I wanted this flavoring packet, but honestly, chicken tortilla isn't exactly something I normally have on a regular basis, so I don't think it's really that good. Now, to spice it up the way I would want it right now, just to give it a little bit more zing, I'm going to put some crushed peppers on it because I don't have any fresh peppers, so I'm going to sprinkle some crushed pepper on it. So I didn't make any pepper sauce, but I'm going to put some pepper on this. And that looks so good already. And then I'm going to squirt it with some lemon or lime. I think that will do it. So we got enough pepper on there that it should bring out the zing. Now I got to go grab some lime, and I think I left it in the van, so let me go get that and I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, and here's some Wonder lemon juice that I picked up, I think from, I think it was from Thrifty. So I'm going to take a cap full, just pour a little bit on a cap here, and just do another cap full. You know, the lemon will act kind of, give it kind of a tarty taste, I think. That will really enhance the flavor. Okay, and that should do it. Let's try it now. Okay. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Look at this food. Honestly, this was very cheap. The chicken, which I already had, you probably used about 75 cents, 50 cents with the chicken, and only about 25 to 30 cents worth of stir-fry vegetables. And then the noodles was like probably like 20 cents or less. So we're looking at less than $1 for this meal. This is a dollar meal, or less than $1. And it has vegetables, it has noodles, and it has meat. Real meat. Actually pretty good. But Honestly, I don't taste the chicken tortilla too much. What I'm tasting is, lo mein noodles, minus the soy. So, my, that's my evaluation of the chicken tortilla ramen noodles. So-so. Just pretty much like regular ramen noodles. I would cook it like the way I cook lo mein. The packet itself, I probably wouldn't save these. I mean, somebody might like it, but if you like it, you can save it and use it. I may try it in the stir-fry vegetables to make chicken tortilla stir-fry chicken vegetable. You know, what is it? Chicken tortilla stir-fry vegetable. I might make that, or I might not, because honestly, I don't really taste it too much. It's not that strong a flavor. What's giving it the flavor right now is the pepper and the lemon that I put in. And then I'm missing soy sauce. So, chicken tortilla, Maruchan ramen noodles. It's, for me, the ramen noodles is the same as if you bought the chicken one or the beef one. I wouldn't use the seasoning packet. It really wasn't that. It wasn't like the sriracha chicken. Let me put it that way. The sriracha chicken flavored one, that was awesome. So until next time, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of stuff, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the subscribe button on this channel and tap the notification bell so you'll be notified of the latest uploads. Notification hasn't been working that well through YouTube, so I actually recommend checking this channel like daily because I generally upload at least one video a day. So until next time, take care. Bon appetit. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye now.